Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to do some Halloween extra long nails, and we're going to start off by using cuticle softener and pushing back the cuticles. Now we're just going to use some nippers to cut off the pushback cuticles. Now I'm using Pana 240 grit sanding bands, and we're going to go all over the natural nail bed, and we're going to take shine off and create scratches. Today we're going to use some extra large coffin tips from Honey Nails Secret, I think that's what it's called, and we're just going to size out all our tips. Remember that the tips of the nails should always line up with the side walls of your natural nail bed. So now we're just going to use kids glue, and we're going to flip over the hand to line up the tip as straight as you can. If your finger is crooked, try putting the nail tip on the opposite side as your finger is going, so the tip could be lined up perfectly. I know I was out of frame for most of this video, and it's because she's short, so she couldn't really reach all the way, and I'm really sorry about that. So now we're just going to cut all the tips the same length. So now I'm just going to use the same sanding band that I used earlier, and we're going to even out the tip to the natural nail bed so that there won't be no hump and no polygel goes under the tip, if that makes sense. Like, there shouldn't be a gap. It should be all even. So now we're just going to use gelish pH bond, and we're going to put 2 coats on the natural nail bed. You don't have to don't put it on the plastic actually. It just goes on your natural nail bed so that it could be a sticky layer between the natural nail bed and the base coat. We're also going to use gelish base coat and top coat, I believe. Either way, everything's going to be linked down below, and we're just going to start with our polygel. We're going to use Macart Siesta. You want to make sure that you're not putting your bead too close to the cuticle area. So you want to build it towards there, not flood it. Dip my brush in 70% alcohol, and I'm going to tap the product in. My cart is more on the thicker side, so it's not jelly-like. It stays in place. So instead of like putting pressure and dragging it, I'm just mostly tapping the product down. You want to make sure that you're cleaning up your sidewalls and that your polygel is aligned with the tip so that when you file, you'll spend less time. Also, you want to make sure that your brush isn't too wet, because too much alcohol can later cause your nail to lift, and also it's not going to be able to move as easily with too much liquid on it. The brush that I'm using right now is actually way bigger than the brushes that come in regular polygel kits, and I honestly love this one way more just because the other ones are way smaller and also break easy, and with this one I can move more product. Like I said before, a polygel tech recommended it to me. Her work is amazing, and she also has a polygel nail tips page, so I'm gonna put her ad around here. Her work is really good, so you guys should definitely follow her. I'm actually gonna make a year of having a polygel page, and honestly the growth has been crazy. I'm gonna insert a picture of the Halloween nails I did on my cousin last year, and bro, I really thought that was pretty. I don't know. But I'm so excited for this year. I know that I have a long way to go, but hopefully by next year I see even more improvement. So I'm gonna add another layer of siesta on every single nail to build apex, so that as your nail is growing, it won't break. After each nail is cured, we're just gonna take off the sticky layer with some lint-free wipes and some rubbing alcohol, and we're just gonna start filing. So now I'm using pan extra fine bit, and we're going to go around the cuticle area to seal it, and also go all over the nail just to take away any humps or bumps. Also, I'm really sorry I'm out of frame again. I try to show you guys everything, but as I'm filing, I move my finger to the side so I can get every angle. But I hope you guys kind of understand what I'm trying to say. So after I file, I'm just going to dust everything off, and I'm going to use a buffer to take away any harsh lines that I did with the file or with my extra fine bit. So after I dust off, I use a brush and 70% alcohol to take away any dust under and around the cuticle area, so that when I put the gel, it doesn't stick on there. Now I'm using Beetle's white gel polish, and I'm putting some on a flat surface, and I'm gonna take my brush and I'm gonna move it, like put gel on it, but drag it down so that there won't be too much gel on the tip of the brush, like you can see right there. You want it all flat so there won't be a lot when you lay it down, and you're just gonna create 2 lines. They don't have to be perfect, but at least this is how I create my gel French tips. You're just gonna want to connect the line in the middle and then create the U, if that makes any sense. And if anything you mess up and you don't like a line, you just go around with a flat brush and some 100% acetone, and you'll easily be able to clean off any lines. So after I finish the U and I like it, I go with the Beetle's white gel, like the brush that comes with it, and I just paint it on. So she had an inspo pick, and what we did was I used the dotting tool and I basically just followed the image, and whatever line I didn't like, I always fix it with 100% acetone in my brush. So I didn't take videos of the lines I made, but it's pretty simple. You just follow the picture, and I just added the eyes now, and then I cure everything in the lamp. Like between every single design I make, I cure it for 30 or 40 seconds. So now we're just gonna do some French blood drips, and we're gonna use some red gel polish and go around the U line. And I kind of did it messy, not gonna lie. I was really tired, but using my brush and 100% acetone, I try to clean up as much as I can. So now I'm just gonna grab my dotting tool, and I'm just gonna do 3 dots. I'm gonna put one in the middle that's a little bit lower than the 2 other ones that are gonna be higher, and I'm just gonna use my brush to brush up some of the product up to make it look like it's thinner, if that makes sense. So now I'm just gonna use gelish top coat and put it on every finger. So for my charms, what I usually do is I put kids glue, and if it's not as straight as I like it, I just take it off and redo it. And then after I finished putting on, I just use top coat and go all around the nail again just to secure it completely. So we're basically done with the set, and I really hope you guys liked it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys on my next video. This is how the nail set turned out.